Namaste, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Yoga Infusion, and especially a big welcome if you are new. My name is Dylan, and tonight's class is going to be a quick heart opening, shoulder opening, upper back opening, stretchy class with a little bit of posterior strengthening, but mostly we're going to be working on opening up the front body and combating those hunched round shoulders that we often get from sitting for long periods of time. So whenever you're ready, I'll meet you on the mat. We're going to begin in a comfortable seated position, Sukhasana. If this is uncomfortable, you can always take a pillow off the bed and sit up on that, or if you are at home and you have a bolster or a block, feel free to sit up on that as well. Anything that is comfortable for you. We're just going to take a moment to ground into the body and allow our mind to sort of settle into the physical practice that we are starting now. So roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Just wants to start. We'll come back to that in a second. Open the palms face up on the thighs or the knees. If you want a little bit of extra energy right now, you can turn the palms face down if you feel desirous of a little bit more grounding energy. Lengthen through the back of the neck, and then lightly dip the chin, closing the eyes if it feels safe and comfortable to do so. We'll just take 3 conscious, intentional breaths here. In and out through the nose. At your pace, just try to make the breaths large, expansive. No direction here because I want you to feel into your body and your experience. Beautiful. And you can continue on with a couple more breaths if you feel called to do so, but if not, we'll begin some movement. So staying in Sukhasana, we're going to take some big shoulder rolls back. So roll your shoulders forward, up and back, allowing the hands to move with the shoulders. This can be as fast or as slow as you want. I have very crackly, crinkly shoulders, so I like to take this slow because there's a lot of really stuck places in my shoulder joint. All right, now taking it in the other direction. Eyes closed or open as you feel, as you see fit. One more. And then keeping your hands on your knees, drop your chin into your chest, and then roll your right ear towards your right shoulder. Pause. Play around with where you want your chin to be. Maybe you look down a little bit and notice a deeper stretch here in the neck and traps. Maybe looking up feels better for you. Just find and explore gently and softly what feels best for you. One more breath here. And on the exhale, bring your chin back to the chest and take it over to the other side. Left ear towards left shoulder. Gently moving the chin, the gaze, finding where feels best for you. And it might be different. It might be different on this side. Last breath here. As you exhale, bring your chin to the chest. And then hold on to your knees. Inhale, open the heart forward, lift the chin, shoulder blades draw together. Exhale, round into the back, chin to chest. Inhale, arch forward. Exhale, round. We're doing seated cat-cows. Waking up the spine. And then taking the seat into a circle. So as you inhale, you're going to swoop towards the right knee, forward and left, and then exhale, round back. Drawing a big circle with the spine. Finding any stiff, stuck places. Just being exploratory. Today's class is a lot about being exploratory in your own body. Reconnecting with your own internal body intelligence, your mind-muscle connection, and moving away from autopilot, switching directions. So in our lives, we spend a lot of time just doing. Even when we're in transit, we're trying to just pass the time, probably not really very comfortable. We're definitely not often sitting and experiencing all the sensations and awareness in the body, so this class is here to bring us back. Okay, coming back to center. Take the left hand to the mat. Inhale, reach the right arm up towards the sky. Gaze follows the hand, and as you exhale, bend into the left arm. Reach the right arm up and over to the left. Ground down through the right sits bone. Open the rib cage a little more. Inhale back to center, switching sides. Right hand comes down. Left arm reaches towards the sky. Big breath here. And then exhale, bend through the right elbow. Reach the left arm up and over. And notice if you're squeezing your shoulder up towards your ear. Try to relax the shoulder down. Relax the tricep. Ground into that left side. Open the left rib cage a little more. Inhale, come back to center. And then keep your bottom half where it is. Both hands reach forward, spidey fingers. Ground down through the hips and walk the hands as far forward as you can. Stretching into the lower back. And once you've reached as far as you can drop your head and let the skull be heavy. Maybe find a little bit of side to side movement if that feels good. And then walk the hands over to the right. And over to the left. Sits bones stay where they are. Breathe into the side body. Maybe a little bit the lower back. And back to center, coming up. Take your hands behind you just for balance here, and you're going to switch your legs. So now your funny leg is in front, the one that you don't naturally put there. And we'll do the same thing, walking the hands forward, stretching into the lower back, and then release the head. Notice that this side might be a little different. Walk over to the right. Walk over to the left. And back to center, rock forward into a tabletop. Shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. Look back and make sure that your feet, your shins are parallel, so your feet are not coming together here in a triangle. We want our shins to be like railroad tracks. Spread the fingers nice and wide, lightly engage through the navel so we have a nice flat back. Open the heart forward a little bit. Lengthen that back of the neck. And then as you inhale here, you're going to paint your tailbone up towards the sky, allowing the front of your hips to point towards the ground. And as you do this, you'll start to notice that the heart naturally opens as we arch into the back. Lift the chin slightly. And then as you exhale, start with the tailbone again. Paint towards the space between the knees. Round into the lower back. Press into the space between the shoulders. And then drop the chin. Cat pose. A few like this. Moving slow or fast, your choice. I'm choosing slow today because I'd like to explore into the body a little bit more, and I feel like I can do that better when I'm not speeding through the movements. I'm not on autopilot. I'm testing to see where do I feel sore, what feels good. Maybe it's moving a little bit off the track here and taking things into a little bit of a circle. Let's try that, see how that feels as you're taking your cat-cow. Let your body move into a little bit of a circle. Switching directions. We're not going to spend too much time in any of these postures because I am trying to keep this class a little bit on the shorter side. Take 2 more breaths, doing whatever feels good for you. And then coming back to center. Take the left hand a little bit closer to the right, so it's in the center of the mat. Inhale the right arm towards the sky. As you exhale, thread the needle. Bring the right shoulder, right ear, or back of the head to the mat. Press the back of the right hand into the ground. And then you can walk your left hand forward on the mat a little bit more to stretch and open the left rib cage. Try to keep your hips square. They're going to move a little bit, but be conscious here of what's going on in the lower body. And gently bring your left hand in towards your head. Solidify, strengthen through that left arm. Inhale, unravel, reach the right arm back to the sky. And then exhale, right hand to the center of the mat, switching sides. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, thread it through. Press the back of the left hand into the mat. Right hand can reach forward. Notice what your lower body is doing. Try to even it out as best as you are able to. It's not going to be perfect, that's fine. What is perfection anyway? It's a myth. And bring the right hand back to the mat. Inhale, unravel, left arm reaches to the sky. And exhale, left hand comes to the mat. Now keeping your hips over your knees, you're going to walk the hands as far forward as they can. Begin to stretch into the back. And you can bring either your forehead to the mat. Lengthen your tailbone towards the back of the mat so we're not just dumping into the belly here. Keep the core strong. Forehead down, or you can bring your chin to the mat as well. Heart and chin. Extended puppy pose. And on your next exhale, bring it back into tabletop. Flip the toes under, lift the hips, and press into your downward facing dog. Now explore here. Shake your head yes and no. Find some space in the shoulders, pedal through the legs. See how we're feeling in this posture today. Sort of a very telling posture. I mean, you touch it in almost every yoga class that I teach anyway. And you can kind of gauge the stiffness in your body based on where you are in this posture in any given day, I think. At least I can. Okay, find your stillness. And then inhale the right leg up. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. And then inhale, swoop the right arm forward and up into easy twist. You can always drop the left knee down here if you would like. Otherwise, keep the left leg nice and engaged. Stack the shoulders, open the right rib cage towards the sky. And draw a couple big circles here with the right arm. Forward, up, and back. Legs engaged. And then using the momentum of the arm, this time we're going to come all the way up into standing, open arm twist. Option to stay here or take the right hand down the left leg, reach the left arm up and over. Find a lot of length in that left side body, keep the leg strong. This is also totally fine to do with the left knee down. Inhale, coming forward into a high lunge. Exhale, plant the palms, step it back, plank. Optional Vinyasa, Chaturanga to upward facing dog. You can always do a cobra here to downward facing dog. Now you can take your second Chaturanga. I usually do, as you well know probably. But today I'm really sort of leaning into this stretchy class and feeling into what your body is needing. My body is super sore, so I'm just trying to take it easy. I'm also going to bed after this, so I'm not trying to lift the energy too much here. But you do what feels best for you, okay? So if you want to do those extra chaturangas, you want to make this a little bit harder, feel free to do so. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, swoop the left arm up to the sky. Stack the shoulders, engage through the legs, nice and strong, and then big circles with that left arm opening into the shoulder socket. Okay, engage through the legs. Use the momentum. Come into our open arm twist. Hips are still squared forward as best you can. Option to stay here or drop the left hand down the right leg. Find that little bit of a twist. Inhale back to center, gaze forward. Exhale, plant the palms, step it back, plank your Vinyasa to downward facing dog. Inhale, you're going to walk your feet all the way to the front of the mat, nice and wide. And as you exhale, come into a yogic squat. Hands to prayer. This is inaccessible to you. You can place your heels up on a pillow, rolled up blanket. You can sit as well, just sit onto a block so that your joints aren't taking the brunt of the stretch. Just taking our seat, taking our joints into a little bit of a different stretch here, different pattern than sitting in planes and trains and automobiles. All right, big breath in. Exhale, release the hands to the floor, straighten the legs, turn the toes so the feet are parallel, forward fold, a little bit wider legs here. Cross the arms above the head, let the head hang heavy. Release the arms, bend the knees. Inhale, ragdoll roll. Nice and slow. Up to standing, reaching up. Bring the feet to parallel. And exhale, release the arms. Take the hands now behind you to clasp, palms facing each other. Draw the hands towards the heels, a little bit away from the body. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, bend the knees, come into a forward fold with that clasp. Explore here, you might be tight. Maybe open the right shoulder out. Open the left shoulder out. Back to center. Inhale here. Exhale, release. My necklace is in my mouth. Release the hands. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, plant the palms, step it back to plank. Vinyasa to downward dog. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Replace the right hand with the right foot. So your foot is about hip distance from the other one, okay? So we're not in a straight rope here. Slightly turn the left toes out to bring the left heel to the mat. Bend into the right leg. Inhale, come up. Warrior one. Virabhadrasana one. You might need to readjust your stance once you get up here. Whatever works. We all have different, leg lengths and flexibility and all of that. So drawing the hips a little bit forward. So we're engaging the core here. Bend into the right leg. Ground down through the left heel. Fingertips are reaching towards the sky. Square the hips forward. Big breath in. Exhale, release the hands. Take that clasp behind you once again. Inhale, open the heart here, look up. And exhale, humble warrior. Keep the right knee bent. Right ear towards the right ankle. You can bump the right hip out to the side a little bit to create space. I think this works best because you can allow your body to fall on the inside of the right leg rather than laying on your right leg. All right, release the hands. Inhale, reaching up, warrior one. Exhale, plant the palms, step it back, vinyasa to down dog. Other side, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it through, drop the right heel, turn the right toes slightly out, warrior one. Finding your stance, finding the stretch in the back of that left, right calf. So you always want to find your legs first. You want to find your stability, find your foundation. Then once you have a strong foundation, you can start adding on your variations, your icing, your sprinkles, all that other stuff, but you need to have your foundations first. Take the hands behind, reverse the clasp, so funny thumb is on top. Inhale, open the heart. And exhale, humble warrior. Inhale, come back up, reach up. Exhale, plank. Vinyasa to down dog. Again, you can always continue your second chaturangas if you want a little more energy today. All right, take the left hand a little bit closer to the right hand, so it's the center of the mat, left and right. Right hand to the left ankle, shin, or thigh. Look under the left shoulder. Lengthen through the back. And switching sides. Right hand to the center of the mat. Left hand to right leg somewhere. Keep the spine long. Try to keep the hips square. And back to center. Drop the knees down. And from here, you're going to come to lay on your belly. Now, forehead to the mat. Take your hands in cactus arms on your side, okay? Press through the tops of the feet. Notice here if your ankles are rolling and your heels are coming out to the side and you have sort of like a sickled foot. Try not to do that. Try to pay attention. Press through the tops of the feet so hard so your knees are actually going to lift off of the mat, okay? Engage the booty, squeeze the glutes. Play with this. You know, it might not happen today, but if you start to become aware of these things, you'll start to notice where you have, you know, maybe tight ankles or whatnot, which are causing that rolling to happen. This is not a position that we often find ourselves in. So just exploring your own anatomy here. All right, so engage through the legs, squeeze the glutes, arms are in cactus arms, and then inhale, lift the front body up, keep the legs on the ground, and release back down. A few like this. Inhale up, and you squeeze the shoulder blades together. See how that feels? And release. 3. Keep the neck long. 4. 5. 5 more. 6. You have to have somebody hold your legs down for this. That's fine. It's not easy. 7. 8. Last 2. 9. And 10. Beautiful. Release back down. Now you're going to take the right hand, it can stay in that cactus arm, or I like to open it out a little bit more than that, or you can even have the arm straight out to your side. I like an obtuse angle. Not 90 degrees, it's a little bit more than that, but the elbow, I'll show you on this side, the elbow is directly out from the shoulder. So the elbow's not down here by the rib cage, it's not up here in top of you. We want the elbow and the shoulder on a straight line, and then where your forearm is depends on your preference. So I like a little bit of an obtuse angle. You're going to take the left hand a little bit closer to the body, push the right shoulder into the ground, open the left hip on top of the right, release your head down. You can put a blocker or a blanket or a pillow here too, and then just breathe and open into the right front delt, pecs, maybe a little bit bicep. Just try to relax into the posture a little bit. Find a place that you can hold for, a minute. And when you're ready, coming back through center, you're going to take it to the other side. Left arm comes out, your angle. Take your gaze now to the right. Right hand presses into the mat to leverage you up and over. Right hip stacks on top of the left. Find a comfortable place. You might have your right leg bent. You might be stacked feet on top of each other. I tend to like this little bit of a crisscross thing going on. You find what works for you. And coming back to center. And we're just gonna roll. Oh, onto your mic, onto your back. Coming on to the back. However you get there. And bring the knees into the chest. Draw a couple circles here, massaging the lower back. Switching directions. And then take the left foot to the mat. Cross the right knee on top of the left, so it's knee to knee here, okay? Like you're sitting cross-legged in a chair, if you're fancy. And then scooch the hips to the right and let both knees fall to the left. You can take your left hand to the top knee. Maybe straighten the bottom knee is my preference. And then reach the right arm out to the side. Maybe take your gaze to the right. Just let the twist happen. Back to center. Unravel the legs. Scooch the hips slightly to the left. Left knee on top of right. Let both knees fall to the right. Again, I like to straighten the bottom leg once I'm here. And then maybe take your gaze to the left. And coming back through center. Bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees fall to the left and the right into a reclined butterfly pose, Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the right hand to the navel, left hand to the heart. And just allow the body to relax into the space, to release any tension that may have built up during the practice. Let the shoulders be heavy, the heart to melt, and the tension in this heart space to cascade over the shoulders and release into the mat. If this doesn't feel good for your legs, you can always straighten them into a traditional Shavasana. You can take any variation of this that feels good to you, adding pillows, blankets, whatever. And take a few minutes here to allow the benefits, the release, the pranic flow of this practice to settle into the spaces of the body where it's meant to. And stay here for as long as you're able, as long as feels good for you. And when the time comes, you can gently begin to bring some movement into your feet, into your hands. And if you are still in reclined butterfly, you can straighten the legs and jiggle out the thighs. And slowly walk your feet in towards your hips. Roll onto your left or right side. And gently press your way up to a seat. to take on the rest of your day or night. Thank you so much for joining me. If you've liked this class or any of the other classes you've practiced with me, I'd really appreciate it if you would give me a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. It means the world to me. And come over and visit me on Instagram at yoga.infusion so that we can have a little bit more of a personalized conversation. Thank you so much, as always, for meeting me on the mat. From my heart to yours, namaste.